Leaders, how did you get your first leadership role? If you're anything like a great number of leaders, and I include myself in this, you were a technical expert and at some point you were performing at a level where it was decided you should be promoted and you moved into a leadership role. Maybe it was a promotion that you sought, or maybe someone just said, this is the next step in your career evolution. Either way, it's a great thing. But here's the problem. Your technical skills are helpful, but they are not the job when you move into leadership. Leadership has its own set of technical skills, and there are a long list of things that leaders need to be able to do that your previous role would not have needed. Now, I know I struggled with this when I first moved into leadership, and it's common for many new leaders to struggle. And let's be honest, learning the skills of leadership, it's a lifelong journey. It's never over. There's always something new to wrap your head around. There's always a new scenario or situation you haven't encountered before. Now, there are many things we could talk about that you would be required to learn, but if you start with this one thing, it will help you greatly in transitioning into that leadership journey, understanding what you need to become a leader who's very competent, very skillful, very quickly. And that is the art of prioritization. Now, I know you know what this means. It means deciding what's important, what's urgent, what we have to do first. What we have to do first when we're in a leadership role, particularly when we're new, is start to deprioritize the things that we were good at, that we were comfortable with, all our technical skills, let the people in those roles do those jobs and trust them to do those jobs, and prioritize our own leadership activities. The first one might be learning and acquiring new leadership skills if we're very new. But even if we're new or not new, other things that would be sitting in that box of things we should be prioritizing over doing the technical work, things like time with our people, things like supporting the organization to grow, things like thinking strategically about what needs to happen next. So that art of prioritization is the number one skill to adjust when we move into leadership. Time with your people, time on your people, time helping the organization strategically will result in you being an excellent leader. Does this mean I forget all those technical skills? No, not at all. They'll serve you well, particularly when answering questions. But if you rely on your technical expertise to carry you through, you will eventually find that is not helpful, particularly as procedures change, as the way of doing things changes, as your knowledge becomes slightly more and more obsolete every month, every year. It doesn't matter, because your leadership skill will allow you to work through your people who are the technical experts. Leaders, learn to prioritize leadership over your previously held technical skills.